Queen City. We're live inside Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. Game number 3 of this new season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as we get set for a pretty hotly anticipated Major League debut on the mound, Dan.
Yeah, you know what, Matt? This organization's been waiting for this guy for a long time. It'll be interesting to see early on if he's affected by any nerves. You never know what kind of start you're going to get from a guy in his debut, but from the word we've heard, this guy pounds the strike zone, and if he does that, his stuff should take care of it.
It's Reds baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Wade Miley will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Ozzie Smith. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Trying to bunt his way on to open the ball game, but he misses it for strike 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had eyeballs on yesterday's game. They were able to win that one. They're playing really focused right now, and if they execute like yesterday, I don't see any reason why they don't win today's game.
And it's 1-2 to the Wizard. Temperature pretty seasonable for this time of year, 55 degrees at game time. Now a flare out toward right center. Morgan is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in the 6th spot. He's having a good series against these guys so far. He's been a huge factor, particularly driving in runs. He's already driven in 5 in this series so far. So clutch situations with guys on base, this is the guy to watch.
Lou Brock comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-0 now. Brock stands in at an even 6 feet. Throws left-handed, swings the bat the same way. This is his first year at the big league level.
Yeah, how do you hang in there 19 years without just being an unbelievable talent, but also having the ability to look in the mirror and be willing to adapt and persevere and change on this field? It's so hard to be good at this game, and this guy for 19 years has gone to the post. Just to throw out some names, you're dealing in the company of guys like Ted Williams, the splendid splinter. Mariano Rivera went to the post 19 years. My old teammate Chipper Jones.
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now.
3-2.
And he lays off here, ball 4. And he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him. He's almost like another leadoff hitter, working a walk with just 1 out. And I think there's a good chance that he's going to be on the move at some point.
Striding in is Michael Lee. First pitch on its way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Brock stands at first with 1 out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
2-0 count, the pitch. There he goes. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. Here it is, the 3-0. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Next to dig in, Mcguire. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. From the stretch. And that misses ball one.
This looks like it could be a rough one. He can't throw a strike, and it's only the first inning. I'm not sure he's going to be around here very long.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And another foul ball.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Now another 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
And that misses. Ball four, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. On a line, that's a base hit. One run is scored. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Anytime you're going for third, you want to be really sure you can get there because you know you're already in scoring position standing on second base to begin with. He almost made it work because it ended up being a close play. But man, those outs at third are tough to swallow.
To the plate now, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
A runner on first with two away. High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0.
2-0. Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way. It's laid off, but in there for strike one. The 2-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots. And now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Here's the 3-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
Hep brings in Tommy Edmond as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Listen, I'm biased to the hitters. This is a situation where you got to be aggressive. He's shaky right now. 2 men on, and now you got a 2-0 count. This is where you want to capitalize.
3-0 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next, it'll be Harrison Vader. And a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Comes set, the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled away. From the stretch, the 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Picked up by Larkin. Morgan's got the play at second, and that ends the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 2, the Reds coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Gerald Vaughn steps on the rubber today for his first Major League start. Dan, what do you got on him?
Well, I think the big key, Matt, is just going to be able to control the butterflies. You can only make your first start one time, and a lot of emotions, a lot of things are going through your mind when you're taking your warm-up pitches. Hopefully he can settle down, control that heartbeat, as they say, breathe in, breathe out, and try to enjoy the first big league experience. It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Batting second.
For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
So now to the plate, Joe Morgan. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Morgan, a 32-year-old veteran, has been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport, and it's great to see.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Batting third, the left fielder, Joe Foster.
That brings up George Foster. As he'll ground the first pitch foul off to the right side. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope, that's inside.
2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. It's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Cincinnati. Cards lead it 2-0. Stepping up is Gerald Vaughn. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
Fouled off. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So he comes up empty in his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play, your first big league AB, and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
Now here it comes. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Now a pitch swung on and grounded out to Barry Larkin. Reined in on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Lou Brock.
Up next, Lou Brock. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael.
Into the box, Michael Lee. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. First pitch on the way, and he gets ahead 0-1, using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Brock leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball 2.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
In now, Mark Mcguire. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Trying to cash in here on this 2-out rally. A couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. One and 0. Here it is. That's wide. 2-0. The high fastball is in there.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
He's set the 3-1, and he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
So the bases are loaded here, 2 men gone, and in next it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. First offering, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
On a line, that's a base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, Hero.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
At the plate, Yadier Molina. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. The 1-0 delivery. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Reds nothing. So now into the box is Tony Perez. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Tony Perez.
First offering on its way. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Vaughn is making his debut on the mound today. As we've mentioned, his performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
There's no doubt about it, Matt. I think they're looking for a shot in the arm. If this guy can produce the same kind of results early on like he did through his minor league career, I don't see any reason why he can't be a very important part of this starting rotation.
Ball that's outside.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
And he lays off again. Ball 3. Jesse Winker waits on deck. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion.
Winker.
And I'm locking in today on outfielder Harrison Vader, one of the elite defenders in the game. Burst on the scene in 2018, and he can go get them with the best of them. Elite defender, people. Lock in on him. Top of the order hitter as well.
Stepping in now, Jesse Winker, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Edmond ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Batting sixth.
That's exactly
The
what
right
they
fielder.
wanted out of that pitch
Hit.
up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The 0-1 on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled right back up the middle. Smith is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've earned 5 walks in the game, and he said that's not only leading to a lot of run-scoring opportunities, but it's also forcing the pitching on the other side to work a lot harder and throw more pitches than they want to.
Thank you, Heidi. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring in Tommy Edmond. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number
now
1.
batting, the center fielder, Harrison Vader.
Stepping in once again is Harrison Vader. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way.
No, that's low. Ball inside.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-0 to him now. Into the windup and the pitch. Down the left field line and deep, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Gerald Vaughn. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're in front 4-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Johnny Bench, and they could use a spark from him here.
The catcher, Johnny Bench.
First delivery to him. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
1-2.
A 1-2 count to Johnny Bench. Struck him out. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
At the plate now, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Now that's popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Wade Miley. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down 4-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Ozzie Smith. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Foster's got it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Next up is Lou Brock. First pitch on the way. Swing, and he pops him up. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Now at the plate here is Michael Lee. He doubled his last time up. On its way is pitch number 75. Cutter runs outside, ball 1. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
In the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Barry Larkin.
Barry Larkin.
First offering.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Now
good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So 1 out and nobody aboard, and Joe Morgan strides up to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, the left fielder, George Foster.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the 4th, and that'll bring in George Foster. And now the first pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Knuckleball, 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And when that thing's doing that, forget it. It's 1-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Off the inside with the knuckleball. That's ball 2. And that misses. So after getting 2 outs with 3 pitches, he's gone full to the 3rd hitter here. And the knuckler got him swinging, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Lucas Sims will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Lucas.
Down to the plate, here is Mcguire.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the first baseman, Mcguire.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Line drive base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
The batter, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Throw over to the bag. Runner back standing. And he lays off for ball 1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Two balls, two strikes to Nolan Arenado.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Mcguire gets his lead at first, nobody out. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
The catcher, number 4.
Stepping in next, Yadier Molina. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Set, here it comes. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. A ball and a strike.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
One and two now. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. 2-2 to the Cardinals catcher.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
The 2-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Payoff pitch home, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with 1 away.
The batter, number 19, second baseman.
And stepping in, Tommy Edmond. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matty, and I think that pop-out was just a result of poor pitch selection. Got to see the pitch over the heart of the plate. He chased well out of the zone, and as a result, didn't really put a good swing on that.
Counts 1-0.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-0 count, the pitch. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. And he fouls this one off. First and second now, one man out. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Payoff pitch home. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So next to hit is Harrison Vader. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch on the way. And that's in there for strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Trying to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box, Gerald Vaughn. Weak grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself. And nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
For the Reds, the first baseman, Tony Perez.
Here's the first pitch.
Hey.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
A bouncer up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealing on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Here's the first pitch to him. Jesse Winker is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Vader will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The right fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set and the pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Perez leads off first with 1 away. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. To the plate now, Johnny Bench, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Here comes the 1-2. Sharp ground ball to third. Arenado's got it. A tag for 1. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Reds leave 1. They trail here 4-0. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. One and 2 now. Perez might try to make a play on it. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So now to the plate, Lou Brock, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Michael Lee, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Now here's the first offering, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Off of one leg in the hole. Falling away. That is pure magic. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. So stepping in is Eugenio Suarez. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And the knuckleball floats a bit that time as it's taken high. .1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1.
Now, that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Vader is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Lucas Sims.
Ken Griffey will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 30, Ken Griffey.
First offering on its way. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Lined into left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You know, Nero, that's one of the downsides of being a knuckleball pitcher. You don't have a lot of other pitches in his repertoire. After seeing a few too many knuckleballs, he's able to hit a bullet right there for a base hit.
Yeah, this pitcher will occasionally mix in a fastball, give you a different look, but that's a lot of knuckleballs in a row. And I'll tell you what, he didn't miss it.
And he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. In now, Barry Larkin, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. first.
Be safe.
And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. Luckily, however, the first baseman will get his glove on it. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Griffey, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Runner goes. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
Next to hit, Joe Morgan. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line towards center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. One left for Cincinnati. They're down 4-0. Lee Hembry will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 55, Heath Hembry.
7th inning ready to roll. Here comes the first baseman, Mark Mcguire.
Mcguire.
Now here it comes. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike one. And the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Just an outstanding play ranging up the middle right there. But I'll tell you what, it was the exchange to get the throw off to first that demonstrates why he's one of the best shortstops around. Any bobble or hesitation on that play, and those wheels burning down the line were going to be safe.
Standing in now, Nolan Arenado, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Winker is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
And now, Yadier Molina. It was a walk in his last trip. Now here's the first offering as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 2 out, nobody on. Look out. 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. Fouled off. All even now, 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 4-0. So here is George Foster. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
The left fielder, George Foster.
First pitch on its way. In there, 0-1. Vaughn is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings. And as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
First baseman, Tony.
So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Tony Perez, 2 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First delivery to him. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And that's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Line towards center field. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Now batting, center fielder, Jesse Winker.
Now into the box, Jesse Winker. He flew out in his last AB. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball.
This guy's throwing a gem so far. Biggest key, 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Fouled away.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Your
Brad
attention,
Brock
please.
will come on out
Now
of the bullpen
pitching
as he'll be
for the
appearing in his third game
Number
this season.
31, Brad Brock.
Ready to begin the eighth, and that'll bring in Tommy Edmond.
The second baseman, Tommy Edmond.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Brock has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level and sports a respectable ERA just under 3.50. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count, put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Grounder down the line at third. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Vader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Vader as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Here's the pitch.
2 balls, no strikes. Aye.
One out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
At the plate, Gerald Vaughn. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. And he fouls this one off.
Man, you don't see this in today's game that much. The guy who's willing to work east-west consistently with a great cutter two-seamer combo.
And that misses. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Now the 2-1 to short. Reined in. Throw over to Perez will be in plenty of time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're in front 4-0.
Leading up for the Reds, the right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball in.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And now a pitch on the way. Johnny Bench comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
Bases are empty, one man out. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Throwing to second. The tag, and he's nabbed, trying for two.
Third baseman, number 7, Eugenio.
Next, it'll be Eugenio Suarez. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
0-2 the count to Suarez.
You know, if a knuckleballer's in a game this late, he's got a good one working. He's been able to manipulate that thing all over. It's been dancing, occasionally mixing in a fastball. He's done a nice job.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Reds are down in order. They trail here 4-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sean Doolittle will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Tucker Barnhart is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now.
Ball.
2 balls and no strikes. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. A strike, and it's 2-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
Now batting, the left fielder, Lou Brock.
Into the box, Lou Brock, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Smith aboard here at first with nobody out. Missed with it again, and it's 3-0 now. Doolittle is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Now at the plate, Michael Lee. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
That misses 2-0.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
None out, runners at first and second. Boy, nothing working for him at this point. It's 3-0.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
So next to bat will be Mark Mcguire. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
At the plate now is Nolan Arenado. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Fouled off. started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. The next 1-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Castellanos the catch, tagging is the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Next to stand in is Yadier Molina. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way.
Inside, ball one.
Doolittle's ready. Here it is on 1-0. Line to the right side. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Michael Feliz enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 46, Michael Feliz.
Into the box now, Tommy Edmond, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. In his career against this pitcher, he's 0 for 4. The 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Vader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Vader, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
2-1 the count. Molina over at second. Edmond at first. 2 out in the inning. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Popped him up. Perez has got it, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Reds nothing. Ready now for Cincinnati, Tucker Barnhart. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Got him.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
At the plate now, Barry Larkin. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Skied into straightaway right. Lee is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
In now for the Reds, Joe Morgan. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First offering. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Right fielder looking up. Adios, pelota. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
And now George Foster.
Left fielder.
As they watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Ball 1 as it dances just off the outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. The Reds down to their last strike. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Cardinals have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. 7-1 the final today. The Cards jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Gerald Vaughn earns his first win of the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Wade Miley was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Reds, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.